What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Luke Dawkins01 YouTube channel. I am Luke. I actually found a really cool kind of like Marvel trivia, I guess you could talk about today. Website kind of based around the concept of Wordle. It is called Marveldle. I don't really know, but it's really cool. I've played it a little bit, especially when I was on vacation. I kind of messed around a little bit. It gives you a couple of different hints as you continue to guess to allow you to narrow in on where this character that you're guessing actually is supposed to be, if that makes sense. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and I'll get started so I can show you how it works. I'm going to guess Captain America pretty much for every single one of my guesses to start off with, just because he's my favorite. So you see off the rip, is a superhero, is not a male one, does originate on Earth, and is probably going to be like a mutant, if I had to guess. Because you say, when it says species and human mutate, and it's like kind of, so it makes me think that it is a human mutant. I'm going to go with Jean Grey, just because she is the first mutant female that I think of. Okay, debuted after 1963. I think Storm debuted a little bit later. So we're going to guess Storm here. And it was indeed Storm. So, right there off the rip. Honestly, getting it in 3, pretty good. I think I've gotten it in 2 before, but I've also taken quite a bit to guess it sometimes. But yeah, after Jean Grey, the next female mutant I think of is going to be Storm. So yeah, let's do another one. Like I said, I'm going to guess Captain America for every single one of my first guesses. So we do have a male superhero who is a mutate, which makes me think of Deadpool, because he is a mutate and not a mutant, even though that is a common mistake. He is an anti-hero, though, to be fair, which I didn't think about. Mutate, also the Fantastic Four mutates. Flight is wrong. Debuted after 1961. So, I didn't even see that for Deadpool actually debuted after 1990. I didn't think about that. I didn't see that. Let's see. What's a more recent mutate that is a male superhero that has debuted pretty recently, actually? I know the 90s was obsessed with Spider-Man clones. I wonder if it would classify that as a clone instead of a mutate. They probably would. Sentry? I wonder if Sentry would be classified as an anti-hero. Probably would, but I'm pretty sure he debuted after 1990. Okay, wow. Does indeed classify him as a superhero, which is kind of surprising because he has almost acted in a villainous role a couple times. Debuted after the year 2000. So this is a very recent character. I'm interested if it classifies Sentry as a superhero. I wonder if it would classify Red Hulk as a superhero, because he is a mutate. Okay, no, it actually classifies him as a villain, which is interesting because he debuted in Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross debuted in 1962. Red Hulk did not debut in 1962. It's interesting that they classify him as a villain and not more something like an anti-hero, or even maybe like an anti-villain instead of a straight-up villain. But like I said, I guess if they're going off of the 1962, which is definitely going to be Thunderbolt Ross instead of the Red Hulk, then yeah, I could see that. Now I'm trying to think. Could it be Miles Morales? Miles Morales. No, not Miles Morales. I wonder if Spider-Man Noir's on here. He is not. Now I am a little... Okay, so debuted between 2000 and 2011. Debuted between 2000 and 2011. Would Old Man Logan count? No, he's a mutant. He's a mutant. I'm trying to think. Isaiah Bradley? Nope. Okay. Nope. Dang. I can get a quote. I'm going to take a quote real quick. I just got pwned by a 2-year-old girl. Pwned. Who on earth would use verbiage like pwned? I just got pwned by a 2-year-old girl. Now I'm thinking of teenage superheroes. wonder if the new edition of Iron Fist is on here. No. Swordsmaster? No. I might need to get to the comic. I might just need to waste some guesses here. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just going to guess like 2 recent characters real quick just so I can get to the comic. I mean, I'm just going to guess something that happened relatively, I don't know, Sunspot? Okay, cool. Yeah, now I'm through with those. Comic, Amazing Fantasy, Volume 2, number 15. Is Amadeus Cho Braun? Did I miss that? I don't know him as Braun for some reason. I'm just going to guess that. Because I wanted to guess Amadeus Cho earlier. Yes, okay. For some reason, I did not know Amadeus Cho was also called Braun. I don't know why I didn't know that. Well, dang, now I'm kind of pissed because I think I was thinking about guessing that after I guessed Red Hulk. Or either after I guessed him or Miles Morales because I wanted to put him. Because I put Amadeus on, whatever. Cool. I feel like if you're going to have a superhero on here, like it should have popped up. Whatever. I digress. Let's keep going. Male superhero, probably a mutant. Okay, I'm just going to go with a mutant that I know debuted after Captain America. Mutant debuted after 1974. When did Gambit debut? I don't know. When did Gambit debut? I'm just going to guess Gambit. He probably debuted much sooner, if I had to guess. Oh, 1990. Really? He debuted in 1990? Wow, that's much later than I would have thought. Honestly, that's crazy. Kid Omega? No, not Kid Omega. Interesting. Okay. A male mutant debuted after 1990. Sunspot? When did Sunspot debut? He debuted before Gambit? Really? Wow, that blows my mind for some reason. That blows my mind. I don't know why. I mean, I'm just going to go through X-Men characters. Bishop? I don't know when Bishop debuted. I'm going to guess Bishop. Okay, so he did debut after 1990. It's interesting they don't fully classify him as a... because they also halfway classify him as a cyborg. Okay, cool. Darwin? No. Not Darwin. Morph? Nope, not Morph. I mean, thinking of X-Men, there is X-Man. Does that count? Nope. Summers? I wonder if maybe he goes by Summers. No. Wouldn't be Cable. He debuted before that. Vulcan? No. Okay, my guesses don't exist, evidently. When did Legion debut? Legion? Again, doesn't exist. Oh, I have the quote. I'm going to take the quote. 2 particles, once they're linked, are linked forever. Position, momentum, spin, even across space. Particles. So a reality warper of some sort, perhaps? Mutant reality warper. That is a male. Even across space and time, across galaxies. Originates on Earth. Male. Matter manipulation. I mean... Franklin Richards debuted far before this, so I know it's not him. Yeah. An X-Man wasn't here. Legion wasn't here. I don't know. I need to... if I throw out 2 more guesses, I can see what comic they're from. Hulkling? I mean, I know it's not Hulkling. Yeah, because he's not a mutant. 2005. Very helpful. Debuted in 2005. A mutant male debuted in 2005 That's probably something to do with matter manipulation, or it could be like magic based. To be fair, it could be magic based. I don't think I've guessed any magic characters. New magic mutant. Oh, Wiccan. Wiccan. Is he an option? He is. Dude, I bet it's Wiccan. Come on. Human mutant. Yes! Nice. Alright, that was the hardest one yet. Yeah, sick. That took way... How many guesses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guesses. 8 guesses, man. Let's keep going. Captain America. Not a male, is a superhero, is a mutate. So a female mutate. Captain Marvel. Oh, yeah. That was stupid. Whatever. So we have She-Hulk. Is that an option? She probably debuted... I'm going to guess him. Or her, rather. Debuted after Red She-Hulk? Not an option. Miss Marvel. Would that be a mutate or a mutant? Okay, is a mutant or an inhuman. Cool. Just throwing out guesses, honestly. Okay, so debuted between 1979 and 2013. 2013 is too late. 1979 is too early. Jessica Jones? Yep, alright, cool, Jessica Jones. I knew she was more recent. Cool. Getting into 5 feels a lot better after getting into 8. Sick. Let's do a couple more of these. These are fun. Honestly, I'd encourage y'all to play these on your own. Not a superhero, is a mutant. Probably a mutant, or it could be a human. Super villain, I'm going to guess Magneto. Okay. Classify. Okay, so not a mutant, probably just a human. Zemo. Okay, Baron Zemo is not an option. So just a human. Probably doesn't have any powers then. Or it could be someone like, I don't think Bullseye, is he classified as a mutant because of his, not a villain. Oh, okay, so we have an anti-hero here. When did the Punisher debut? Weird. Okay, so not human, not a mutant, not a mutate. So we're talking cyborg? Like robotic? When did Cable debut? Oh, stupid. Okay, this is interesting. Give me a quote. You cannot destroy one already beyond death, villain. So it's an anti-hero beyond death. Moon Knight? Vigilante. Okay, cool. Vigilante. Whatever. Also not a human. So, I mean, what? I'm thinking like cyborg, robotic, because it isn't a mutant, and it isn't a mutate, and it's also not a human. So is it just a straight robot? Adam Warlock, maybe? Because I know that he's like a... Okay. Not an artificial being. A clone, perhaps. First of all, I want to talk about this real quick. The separation between anti-hero with Punisher and vigilante with Moon Knight is really stupid. I hate that. Moon Knight's an anti-hero as much as Punisher is a vigilante, I think, to be fair. So anyway, so you're telling me they're an artificial being. Would a clone be an artificial being? Probably. Dude, I have no clue. I'm blanking right now. Alright, I'm only one guess away from knowing what comic they're in, but I don't want to waste a guess. How many guesses am I in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're definitely probably going to get past 8 guesses. This is probably going to be our new worst. But this is difficult. Why can I not think of like a robot? Like I'm thinking of Ultron, but that's definitely just a straight up villain. I'm losing it. Herbie? It's definitely not Herbie. You cannot destroy one already beyond death. Phantomex? I don't know. Freaking no! Marvel anti-heroes. Marvel anti-heroes. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I'm just gonna throw something stupid out there just so I can get rid of this guess. Deadpool. It's not him, but I need this comic. Marvel Spotlight number 5. Marvel Spotlight number 5. I'm trying to remember. I'm reaching way back in my database right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so angry. Literally one of the greatest anti-heroes of all time. And isn't quite human, so I understand what it's saying. I'm so angry. This is literally one of my favorite characters. I'm pissed. I am so angry. It took me how many guesses? 9 guesses. 9 guesses to get Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. Let's keep going. Okay, not a male, not a superhero, not a mutate, not born on Earth. Okay, so a female super villain, perhaps, not born on Earth. Anti-hero still on the table, so maybe someone like Gamora. Okay, not an anti-hero. Nebula. Okay. Proxima Midnight, perhaps? Nope, doesn't exist. Could be like a clone as well, so maybe, was it the Goblin Queen? Yeah, Goblin Queen. Okay, so, I mean, yes, she was on Earth, so that's fair. So it's an anti-villain. Medusa? Superhero, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of just throwing stuff out right now. Okay, debuted after 1983. I'm one guess away from a quote. To be fair, could be, doesn't necessarily have to be like an alien. Could be someone from another realm, like Hela. Would she be classified as a... Okay, no, she's just a straight-up villain. So... Okay, I get the quote. So... Yes, we came, we saw, everything caught fire, and we ran away. Everything caught fire. So I wonder if it's like maybe the Dark Phoenix? Is the Phoenix... I mean, that's kind of a weird guess, to be fair, because I'm thinking like Phoenix Force because of the whole fire thing. But then I'd have to guess Jean Grey, and I know that's wrong. But I mean, if I type in Phoenix, she pops up. Like, whatever. Let's go for it. Yeah, no. Also, the Phoenix Force definitely debuted before 1983. I keep forgetting about the year. I mean, I know Ultron was kind of female at one point. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw stuff out there now. Like, I know it's wrong, but I need to see what comic's from. Astonishing X-Men Volume 3. So 2004, that's very recent, actually. I mean, 21 years recent, you know what I'm saying? When did Emma Frost debut? Would she be considered an anti-villain? No. What's that one character? I have a mental picture of this character in my head. It's like green hair. I think Brand? It's Brand? Something Brand? Abigail Brand. Please let it be her so I can move on. Agent, mutant alien. I'm so glad I get to move on from this one. I hated this one. Also, 99% of people have no idea who this is. No clue. This was a hard one. This one was genuinely hard. I need to do another one before I lose my mind. All right, another female superhero mutant. Again, I'm going to guess Jean Grey because that's just the one that comes to my head when I think about female mutants. Honestly, after the horrible performance that was Abigail Brand, getting this one in 2 is a welcome sight. This feels great. What happened last guess? Terrible. But we're not going to talk about that. All right, let's do one more, because if my wife comes home and I have not mowed the yard, she may honestly kill me. Not a superhero, a mutant, probably. Magneto. Not an anti-villain. So I kind of get what it says by anti-villain, I suppose. Like, not quite fully a villain. I get it. So not a mutant either. So, okay, just straight up not a, not someone born on Earth. I don't know why I didn't clock that. Honestly, after male or after gender, type, and species, I kind of forget to look at that stuff. So I need to look at that stuff because obviously I wouldn't have guessed Magneto. So not born on Earth, a supervillain, Annihilus. Villain. Okay, Galactus maybe. Yep, Galactus. Sick. Alright, I guessed that one very quickly. I know I said that was my last one. I lied.
This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
I hope my wife doesn't watch this video because, like I said, I need to mow the lawn. But I'm gonna do one more, just because I want to, just because it's fun. Superhero, or not a superhero, was born on Earth. I am going to guess Magneto for this one. Not an anti-villain, so is a straight-up villain. Not a mutant and not a mutate. So just a regular human, could be a cyborg. Could be an anti-hero. Cable? Nope. I'm surprised they didn't categorize him as anti-hero, to be honest with you. So, probably just a straight-up mutant, not mutant, probably just a straight-up human supervillain then. Could still be an anti-hero. The Maker? He might be a mutate, actually, to be fair. So, is a villain, yeah, mutate. Debuted before 2004. Honestly, I don't know why, but I mean, like, they don't have characters like Rogue up here. They don't have characters like Baron Zemo up here. So I'm surprised they have a character like the Maker. That was interesting. So could be a clone, perhaps. Like a Kane. Do they have Kane? No, they don't have Kane. Kang? Okay, interesting. He did debut super early for that guess, but that's fine. So, a human villain who's kind of technological. Give me the quote. Give me that quote. My guys don't sit in jail. My guys don't sit in jail. Could it be, I don't know when Tombstone debuted. Yeah, he's a mutate. I don't know why I bothered guessing that. That was stupid. And he's also not tech-based, so that was really stupid, actually. So between 1987 and 2004 is what we're working with at the moment. I'm 2 attempts away from knowing what comic this character's from. I'm almost tempted to just run through some stupid guesses real quick. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck, honestly. I'm just gonna run through 2 more guesses so I can know which comic this came from. Not a robot actually does help a little bit. And my other stupid guess is just gonna be Loki, just because, like I said, I want to know what comic this is from. Cool. Hood. Cool. Yep. When was this one? Yeah, I bet you they did this one because of the Ironheart TV show. I bet you they threw this guy in because they're like, oh, he's in the Ironheart show now, so let's just use that. All right, guys, well, like I said, that was my last one because I got to go mow this yard, so pray for me in this hot North Carolina heat that we got going on. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.